Second match of the day. Play first. Definitely keep. Very nice hand. Yeah, I just like this hand a lot. Blade into Walker, potentially into the Pia and Kieran. Seems good to me. Let's see what we're up against. Another Eldrazi deck? No, Abzan. All right, here it is. It's been a while since we've had to face down the old Abzan deck, so this was our worst matchup, definitely. We have yet to actually beat an Abzan deck, so this will be a good good test for us here. All right, take our punishment. I want to draw a roast real bad here because I got a feeling Anafenza is coming up, and she is a big deal. Whirler Rogue. Well, can't quite play it yet, so let's go Walker number 2 and then leave up Hanger back. Pumps. I don't really want to double block it. There's enough things that punish us there. So I think we're just going to take it. No play, though. I guess that's good. Here's our roast. Well, let's do that. All right. That's pretty acceptable. So now we go in chill out mode. We're just going to nook up with these hanger backs. All right, Siege Rhino is my guess. Seems like a fairly safe estimation. Ooh, Painful Truths. All right. All right. Opponent's just going for some value right now. Discarding Mystic. Am I wrong about what my opponent's doing here? All right, let's go P and Kieran. Swing for 5. And we're ready to start launching some hangerbacks at our opponent's face to fly over top and get some damage in. Siege Rhino now. Anafenza. Well, that is very beatable. Very, very, very beatable. Yeah, especially with that too. Jeez. All right. Well, we're not even going to do that because actually, yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Now that I think about it, because why not just kill our opponent? Why not just kill our opponent? How does that sound? Does that sound good to you guys? Oh, I accidentally revealed my hand. I hate it when it does that. All right. Not a huge deal. Showed a Whirler Rogue, I guess, which kind of sucks, but okay. So Roast came up huge there. Hey, that's why we're main decking for Roast, right? We want to bring in the... Here's the thing. We got to bring in the Fiery Impulses. We actually don't want the Disdainful Strokes because it's just basically Siege Rhino and Wingmate Rock. We need the burns more. And Warden of the First Tree basically has to die. Our opponent's playing Den Protector, hopefully Heir of the Wild, so then the Fiery Impulse is more justified. How good is Outpost Siege going to be in this matchup? It's a good question, I guess. How good is Blade in this matchup? Probably pretty good, I guess. Some way to stop Anafenza. I still think Vile Aggregate's probably pretty good in this match, too. Might take out the Sieges. I don't know how good Siege is in this matchup. I don't think it's bad, but I'd rather... We lose this match by getting aggroed, so it feels like burn is just correct. We have to kill Warden of the First Tree as soon as it's dropped. So we have to go turn 1, red, kill your Warden of the First Tree. That's like That card just annihilates us so bad. Which makes me want to cut the outpost sieges, I think. And then maybe I cut one blade. Let's cut the sieges. And I think we're going to cut one blade. I feel like, even though people told me not to cut the blade, I feel like cutting one blade is okay. When we need the spot removal, because blade's not going to beat Warden of the First Tree in the mid game. All right, let's try this. I don't think counterspells are necessarily correct in this matchup, although, yeah, I mean, negating a Painful Truths is good. I see the argument there. This is definitely a keep, by the way. Warden of the First Tree just basically has to die. Keeping this. The fact that we have the roast too, yeah, this hand is just exactly what our deck needs to beat Abzan, I think. So we kill Warden of the First Tree. I'm debating whether I want to do it now or do it next turn. I think we actually do it now. I know you're thinking I should just use it when he pumps, but the problem is if he doesn't pump, I don't know. I don't like. I guess there was an argument there, but just something I wasn't thinking about. I guess he couldn't have done it anyway, but that's okay. Whatever. Let's just say I had some concerns about it. Whether they were justified or not, we'll find out. Onoffensive will go down if it's played. And we get to pump Hanger back too, which is just sexy as all hell. All right. Rattleclaw Mystic, on the other hand, you may keep, sir. Not a big deal there. Great draw. Let's go Hanger back. And we're going to just pump now because why not? Siege Rhino is going to be okay. All right, we get a bit punished, but we're just going to kill it. Sky Spawner's good too. Yeah, this is actually interesting. I can play Sky Spawner plus Roast, but I think we just want to Roast and then pass. And double pump our Hangerbacks. All right, Rhino number 2. It's a lot of P and Kieran Lars. So I can play Sky Spawner and double pump Hangerback. I think that's probably the best, actually. I think that because if I play P and Kieran, I can't pump my Hangerbacks, and I want to kind of keep the Siege Rhino at bay because I think it's better for us in the long run. That's tough. All right, well, we're going to block. Could have Abzan Charm, but we're not going to play around it. All right, that still works fine for me. That's a lot of Siege Rhinos, no doubt. Sopter Engineer, no, I guess we have to go full-fledged. P and Kieran. Yeah, this is fine actually. And then we're just gonna be blocking with everything on the Siege Rhino. Because we have another P in Kieran. Well, that's sad, but happens. All right, P number 2. We're actually gonna block with everything there. Just in case of something. All 4 Siege Rhinos in the top 15 cards. Pretty impressive, my friend. I gotta give you credit there. Pretty impressive. All right, this gives us a little bit of a buffer. I don't think he has a great attack here. We can kill both of his things. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Certainly is correct. All right, it's not good for us, but it did just happen. All right. Guess we do P and Kieran again. Couldn't leave up the Wild Slash. Oh, I see how. Yeah, I guess we're dead because he gets to activate Shambling Vent. So maybe, yeah, I guess I should have done Engineer then. Because then I could have Wild Slashed. And think about that. Well, we'll see. Just those two. Well, that's actually okay. If he didn't attack with the Mystics. And then I can just block everything on Siege Rhino again. Take 2. Alright. I mean, Siege Rhino does have to die here. Alright. Pretty good value. I gotta give my opponent credit. Good value here. 4 Siege Rhinos is pretty insane in the top 15 cards, though. That's gotta be fairly unusual. We are officially out of gas. I guess we swing with 1 Thopter because I can't really sit back. And this, at least, I can block the vent and Wild Slash it. Yeah. It's not great. So I guess we chump and kill Rattleclaw Mystic. Oh, it's got something else. Not a Fenza. Yeah, it's a problem. No cards left. All right, well, let's get this guy off the board. Tap. Engineer number 2. And I guess we pass. All right. It's a problem. So I can't do anything about Anafenza. He's making stuff bigger. We're in big trouble here, unfortunately. We are in big trouble. All right. I guess we block, double block, and then chump. I think we're gonna die. Not even activating the shambling vent. So you can just pump and then give tramp, is that right? Let's see, 2, 4, you can make it a 3/3 trample. Or a 4/4 trample, yeah. This way we only take 1 and go to 1. That's interesting. Got another wingmate rock. Yeah, it's unbeatable. Okay, so is our opponent playing more wingmate rocks? Is that what I'm to assume? Because I honestly don't know. This is why this is such a troubling matchup, is I can't really bring in Disdainful Strokes, and now you're thinking, but you should bring in Disdainful Strokes. Here's the problem with bringing in Disdainful Strokes. I can't beat Warden of the First Tree. It has to die. I can't beat Anafenza. It has to die. I can't beat Siege Rhino. It has to be countered or killed on board. I can't beat Wingmate Rock. There's just so many cards in this deck that I can't beat, that I don't really have a good understanding of how I'm supposed to go about beating them. I think we just concede. I mean, Whirler Rogue just buys me another turn, but I can't do anything. All right. This is such a troubling matchup. I think my opponent basically just won that by seeing 4 Siege Rhinos in the top 15, which is just true. Like I said, I need to keep all my spot removal because I just can't beat stupid Warden of the First Tree. And my opponent has Silk Wraps for the Hangerbacks, which is bad for us too. And it's good against our Vile Aggregate. Man, this is why this is such a bad matchup. There's just so many good cards our opponent can play that really just wreck our day. Should I presume my opponent's running more than 2 Wingmate Rocks, or is that probably not a safe presumption? Like, yeah, man, it's troubling. Someone's got to really help me have a better understanding of how to sideboard against this deck, because I just don't have a good idea of how to do it. I just don't. I don't know how many Disdainful Strokes I need. I don't know how much spot removal I'm supposed to be running. I don't know how many Ghostfire Blades I'm supposed to be keeping in. I don't know how many Hangerbacks I'm supposed to be keeping in. Am I supposed to lower that count because of the Silk Wraps and the Anafenza? Probably. But then what am I doing early? Nothing. Why don't we try cutting a couple Hangerbacks for a couple Disdainful Strokes? Because I just can't beat Wingmate Rock, and I can beat Siege Rhino, but I can't beat Wingmate Rock. I can't beat that card. It's just too good. Okay, I guess we try this. Yeah, Yeah, we'll keep this. No action, but we get to kill Warden. I could have waited again. But yeah, I'm sure there's going to be commenters who are like, you should wait, but I didn't. All right. I think we are actually going to play the Pia and Kieran Nalar because of the Ghost Fire Blades. Yeah, Onofenza is a big, big, big problem. All right. I think we're going to try and race. Next turn I can leave up Disdainful Stroke. No, this actually isn't that bad for us. Yeah, this actually isn't that bad. If I can leave up Disdainful Stroke, we're actually looking pretty good. Yeah, this is actually pretty good for us now. Believe it or not. So I guess we play Blade. Equip Blade. Swing for 5. Leave up Disdainful Stroke. Opponent can swing with Vent, but I still feel like it's a winnable race. I kind of just want opponent to go for Wingmate Rock so we can get this stroke value, which I feel like my opponent's likely to do if they're not attacking with Shambling Vent. Opponent can't even really comfortably play around Disdainful Stroke. Kind of got to go for it. Silk Wrap, guess, is a bit of a problem. All right. Silk Wrapping tokens, though, I guess that's not too big of a deal. So let's go Hanger back. Equip Hanger back. And then I think we pass. This way we can keep the Onofenza at bay and leave up Disdainful Stroke. Probably Painful Truth. Well, maybe not. All right. I mean, can't afford to not counter that. This is still pretty good for us, though. All right, we're going to double block because we've got another P in Kieran. He can kill Hangerback and we don't get the value either, but he actually preferred to kill the P in Kieran, which is better for us because we have another one in hand. And my opponent can't really profitably play Wingmate Rock now, which is also good news. So that actually worked out well for us. I think my opponent was better off killing the Hangerback. Gideon is so beatable. So I think we just managed to win this match, which is incredible. This will mark our first Abzan aggro win, but I guess it's not over yet. Opponent's got Murderous Cut mana. Wow, that too, huh? So let's just... Let's see here. If I play Blade, equip Blade Disruptor, swing everything at my opponent blocks P and Kirin Alar. Still lethal, has to play Murderous Cut, then we launch. Okay. I think this works pretty well, actually. Saw all 3 Ghostfire Blades. Swing everything. And even if opponent has Murderous Cut, that's not good enough. Look at this beauty. Look at this beautiful, beautiful game. Beautiful match. Just beat Abzan aggro for the first time. Budget blue-red tokens, baby. Budget blue-red tokens. Beating its worst matchup for the first time. Beautiful. What a beautiful win. Oh, man. This is one to remember. Love this. I'm just letting this soak in. Wow. Beautiful. Beating our worst matchup for the first time. Very satisfied with that. All right. We'll see you in the last match of the day.